This might be the most bizarre phenomenon in human history. Perhaps no one has ever seriously thought about it. The pyramids, ancient Persian cities, and even mysterious lost civilizations are all inexplicably concentrated around the 30th parallel north. Separated by vast continents and thousands of years, they seem as if some invisible force pinned them all on the exact same line. What's even more terrifying is that scientists to this day cannot explain why. When many people hear this claim for the first time, they think it's just a coincidence. But when you actually open a map and check the coordinates one by one, your scalp will start to tingle. The Great Pyramid of Giza in Egypt, 29.9 degrees north latitude. The capital of the Persian Empire, Persepolis, near 29 degrees north latitude. The most mysterious city of the Indus Valley civilization, Mohenjo-Daro, also falls within this range. Even Lhasa in Tibet, China, is situated close to this line. Here is the problem. These civilizations had absolutely no contact with each other. They did not exist in the same era, did not worship the same gods, and did not speak the same language. Yet, as if they had conspired beforehand, they all simultaneously chose the exact same latitude. What's even more outrageous is that this line wasn't forcefully applied by modern people in hindsight. Over 200 years ago, during Napoleon's expedition to Egypt, someone had already noticed this anomaly. A mathematician accompanying the army discovered while measuring the Pyramid of Khufu that the location of this massive structure, built over 4,000 years ago, was almost perfectly locked on to the 30th parallel north. The margin of error was unbelievably small. You have to understand, that was the world of 2000 plus BCE. No satellites, no GPS, no theodolites. Yet the ancients, as if they knew the Earth's coordinates, placed such a colossal structure in an extremely specific location. And the 30th parallel north itself is also very peculiar. At this latitude, the angle between Polaris and the horizon is exactly close to 30 degrees. In other words, ancient people simply had to look up at the stars to quickly determine their position. Many scholars believe this might have been a natural ancient navigation line, because in an era without modern technology, the starry sky was the map. But the question arises again. If it was merely for navigation, why were these civilizations so obsessed with the 30-degree mark itself? Why was the margin of error so incredibly small? Then, things start getting more and more unsettling. In the last century, American professor of the history of science, Charles Hapgood, proposed a bold theory. He believed that the locations of ancient civilizations might not have appeared randomly, but were arranged along a specific geodetic line. When this idea first emerged, many dismissed it as mere fantasy. But later, there was one person who seriously read through his research. That person was Albert Einstein. Even Einstein himself personally wrote the foreword for his book and stated that these ideas were worth serious investigation. Note that Einstein wasn't necessarily endorsing these theories, but he believed that within them there might be something overlooked by modern humanity. And what truly sends chills down your spine is an experiment conducted later by another engineer. He spent over 20 years inputting a massive number of global ancient civilization sites into a computer, including the pyramids, Easter Island, the Nazca Lines, Angkor Wat, Mayan ruins, and so on. The results showed that not only were these locations close in latitude, but they might even lie on the exact same Great Circle geodetic line. What does this mean? Simply put, if you look at the Earth as a sphere, these civilizations might actually be connected in a single straight line. This can no longer be easily explained away by the word coincidence. Thus, more and more people began to suspect, does the vicinity of the 30th parallel north inherently possess some kind of special environment? Because if you observe closely, you will find a massive amount of mysterious events in human history also seem to favor occurring here. The Bermuda Triangle is located near the 30th parallel north. The Dragon's Triangle, Devil's Sea, off Japan, is also close to this area. The Roswell incident in the US, the Egyptian pyramids, and the Mayan ruins are all situated near this latitudinal band. Of course, there is currently no scientific evidence proving the existence of supernatural forces here. But scientists have indeed discovered that the 30th parallel north is one of the areas on Earth where the climate, ocean currents, and magnetic fields are the most complex. For example, the famous subtropical high-pressure belt is permanently distributed near this latitude. Many desert, ancient civilizations, and ancient maritime routes are consequently concentrated here. In other words, it is suitable for agricultural development and conducive to the formation of stable civilizations. But even so, there are still many questions that cannot be explained. For instance, Lhasa. At an altitude of over 3,600 meters, with thin air and a harsh environment, it is absolutely not, in the traditional sense, the most suitable place for the development of a large civilization. Yet it somehow became the center of the Tibetan Empire and Tibetan Buddhism. Or take the Nazca lines, those massive geoglyphs in the Peruvian desert that can only be seen from high in the sky. Who were they meant for? Some say they are sacrificial totems. Others say they are an astronomical calendar. But to this day, humanity still cannot be 100% certain of their true purpose. As a result, an even bolder hypothesis has begun to emerge. Could it be that before known human civilization, there existed a much older mother civilization? This source may have perished long ago, but it left behind some kind of knowledge, maps, or even an advanced understanding of the Earth. Later, different civilizations inherited a fragment of it, which is why they unanimously, by prior agreement, chose the exact same locations to build upon. This theory sounds crazy, but history has proven more than once that humanity's understanding of the past is frequently and suddenly overthrown. Troy was once considered merely a myth until it was actually unearthed. The discovery of Göbekli Tepe single-handedly pushed human history back by several thousand years. Therefore, what is truly terrifying, perhaps, isn't how mysterious the 30th parallel north is, but the fact that we might have never truly understood how human civilization actually began. Maybe one day, when new ruins are discovered once again, we will suddenly realize that so-called history is merely a small fraction of the truth pieced together by mankind. And those ruins, submerged for thousands of years, have actually always been asking us the exact same question: where does humanity truly come from?